at Stennys, the local pub. Pretty cool area, as you can see around here. That's a lot. We're trying some food that we've already had many times before, but now we're gonna review it.
Today's Wednesday. They got a mac and cheese menu, and for Fridays they have a fish fry menu.
All right, these are the sides. We're gonna be looking at this side in particular today, and this is gonna be the real test. All right. If the cheese curds are bad, the place is bad. If they're good, the place is good.
Very true.
All right, Emily, what'd you order?
I ordered the classic chicken wrap.
Okay.
And Danny, what did you order?
I ordered the Millie cheese steak with sauteed onions and mushrooms. You know, it's a little bit, well, it's not that basic at all, actually. It's pretty good. And it was the first thing on the menu, so. All right, so we got our criteria for how we're gonna rate these places. There are gonna be 4 categories. Atmosphere. What's the next one, Emily?
Food.
Ooh, flavor.
All right. Okay.
What's the next one?
How do you asking me?
Come on.
You said there's
Pricing.
Pricing.
And what's the final one?
Overall experience.
Overall experience, that's kind of the sum up. The 4th one is like options, diversity.
Right.
Now, if it makes you feel any better, I made all of those up right now, so I won't even worry about it.
All right.
But we're gonna take a look at those. All right, Emily, what would you rate the atmosphere of this place?
I mean, am I rating it out of 10? Like tier list?
I don't know. This is the first video. Let's decide right now.
Honestly, either one, I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, S tier.
S tier atmosphere. What do you think?
I would have to agree. I mean, just like look around. Nice, cozy place.
It is a little loud in here, but what place isn't? That means
TV.
it's busy, right? You know?
And it's got slot machines, so that's another whole letter grade up.
Also, like right by a loud group, so that's probably why it's loud. Yeah.
There is one thing I do want to note about this place. There's a very cool picture over there. That is someone, but it's very artsy. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep. Alright, I'm looking through their little details right here. We got the kids menu and drinks, but their desserts are chocolate chip cookie skillet, a root beer float, and an espresso martini affogato. Cookie skillet sounds best.
Alright, so we just got our appetizers. We're gonna try these cheese curds with this sauce. They're very hot.
Thoughts?
Very good. I would give those. Alright, we're gonna come up with a criteria for how to rank cheese curds. But right now I'd say that's like an 8 or 9 out of 10. Let's go down more.
Alright, we're gonna first test the...
Jesus, dude, it's not that hot.
Yes, it is. I was gonna test the cheesability. See?
That's a good idea.
Ooh, okay. It's really hot. Alright. Also, I give it an 8 or 9. But the sauce is what makes it. This Chipotle Ranch, amazing. Alright, that gives it a 1 up.
Alright, we've come up with our cheese curd criteria. There's going to be the flavor, the gooiness of the cheese, the crunch, and finally the sauce. The So let's go through these one by one. Flavor, I think that's a 9 for me.
Yeah, I would agree. The cheese is very good.
Gooey,
Not bad. It's pretty gooey.
it's like a 6.
They're very hot, so.
The crunch, for me, it's a 10. It's just how I want it. What about you?
So I'm still testing the gooiness. But the crunch, also very good.
So, 10.
10.
And the sauce,
The sauce?
I mean,
10.
yes, thank you. 10. 10 on the sauce, even she agrees.
No.
Alright, so we got the food. I'll take a look at it. Emily had the idea of us doing like an appearance category. So I'm gonna give this a 8. It's pretty solid. The fries, nothing too fancy there. But yeah, Emily?
Here's my food. Honestly, I'd give it a 9. You see all the colors in here? You can see all the chicken, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes. Got my pickles, chips, and the ranch is on the side. Very good.
They included this. That's a bonus right here. A little extra. Love that. This is the big reveal. The food, the chicken wrap. How does it taste?
We're gonna find out. Well, we got out a little chipotle ranch. Just a little bit on top. Oh yeah.
Ew.
The crispy chicken in there. The lettuce, all of it, with the sauce. Amazing. Nice and warm in the wrap. And then chip. Hear that crunch? It's a good chip. Honestly, chips are alright. Overall though, I would give it an 8. Alright Danny, let's see.
Alright.
How's your food taste?
It's a little soggy. We're gonna dip it in Emily's chipotle ranch. Not bad. Could use a little salt. A little salt.
Oh, had to add the salt.
And there it is. This there.
Oh yeah.
Mmm. Lovely.
Alright Danny. How does that taste?
That tasted like mostly bread, so I'm gonna go for another one.
Oh my gosh. He's already halfway done with his sandwich by now. Oh, an 8. Very good. Very good. Any comments?
The bread to ingredient ratio is, could be a little bit more ingredient, and that's just how I like it. Otherwise, very good. You know, some restaurants they got like the sports and stuff on, golf, baseball, basketball. They got the Stanley Cup. That's a new one. That's another 2 bonus points, I think. Alright, so on to our last one. Pricing. 2 waters for $0. Great deal. Love that. My stuff, $16, pretty standard. Emily's saying $15. Cheese curds, $12. Not ideal, but this is where a lot of places are gonna lose points here, okay? But overall, for 2 people, not horrible. I take that. And it was good too. A lot of food. Emily didn't even finish this.
Nope, got a box.
So I'm gonna give pricing an 8 out of 10. Alright, thank you.
Alright, last visit from Stennys. You should be here, just like we came here.
Okay, alright. Glad you brought that out. So now that we're all done, we're gonna do an overall score. You know, a tally of what we brought. I was taking out the trash. That's cleanliness. That's another bonus point. We'll do the math. Bye. Alright, let's do the math for our rankings. We'll start with our cheese curd ranking, which we had 4 categories: taste, viscosity, crunch or crisp, and sauce. I think for the cheese curds, we're just going to do an average of the scores for each category instead of like adding them up all together, because it's a full system, you know. The sauce was really good, but you can't eat it without the cheese curds. They all kind of work together. But for the taste, started off strong with a 9 out of 10. Great flavor to the cheese, really liked it. Secondly, we had the viscosity, you know, the gooiness. That one was okay. Didn't really wow me, so I think I have to give that a 6, or that is what we gave it. At the crunch was a 10. That's just how I like it. Perfect for me. And the sauce, another 10. That one I could honestly put at an 11. The sauce is just so good, but I can't do that. So for an average, that's going to come out to a 8.75 out of 10, which is a very honorable score. I hope to see more cheese curds like this in the future, but you know, that's just a tough score to beat. Now, onto the restaurant itself. We have our 5 categories, which we're going to be ranking against. Each have 10 points, so that's going to give us 50 total points. First category was atmosphere. That was a very strong start with a 10 out of 10. Next we had variety, which we didn't really talk much about in the video, but in retrospect, we're going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. The menu was a little bit small, but it certainly covered a wide variety of food. It had wings, it had burgers, pizzas. One of those pizzas was a crab rangoon pizza, and just after making this video, I've tried it. It was pretty good. So I'd say that's around a 7. Third, we had the taste. It's real the heart of the place, which was an 8 out of 10, which is another good score for a place like this. Fourth was appearance, which I ranked as an 8, but Emily gave it a 9, so we're going to meet in the middle and give it an 8.5 out of 10. Finally, we had pricing, which was an 8 out of 10. Nothing too crazy here, pretty standard restaurant prices, I thought. We also had 3 total bonus points, 2 from the Stanley pup that we saw on TV, and 1 from my little pepper that I had, which brings us to a grand total of 44.5 points out of 50, which is a very commendable score. Anything above a 40 is just a place you want to come back to. You'll be seeing us coming back to this place over the summer. Along with that insane cheese curd score, I would highly recommend this place. For the vibe, I want to give it kind of a chill, hang out with friends, somewhere you'd kind of come to after a long day of doing something, maybe after playing volleyball or pickleball, something like that. But highly recommend, and I hope to see some more places like this in the future. Thank you for watching the video.